All right, so in the last video we talked about offline coaches and consultants that want to take their practice online. In this one we're talking about coaching and consulting, which is a very lucrative niche in our industry, right? So the name is John, the niche is coaching and consulting. Target market is 25 to 55, male or female. And this is the target market, right? Coaches and consultants who already have a program developed but unable to get this leads to scale to $50,000 to $100,000 per month. Now, their pains and frustrations are going to be a little different from people who wanted to go from offline to online, because this is already online but they're not getting any results. The reasons are Facebook ad account bans, which is very, very common in our space. So Facebook ad account bans, no other credible source of traffic, so they struggle with traffic. The quality of leads is very low, so people that they're getting into their funnels, they're not really top quality, so they're not converting. Very low show up rates, so if they are getting people on the call, if they get 100 calls, only 50% actually show up on the call and give them the chance to even sell the program. The webinar and sales pages don't convert people from ads into book calls, which eventually means that you'll have to pay more per call or appointment booked, which is not an ideal scenario. Very high cost per lead. And he does the calling himself, this guy, the John, he does the calling himself and wants to outsource the calling part, but there are not enough leads. So he's the biggest bottleneck in his business, and he wants to get away, but he cannot because there are not enough leads. You know, if you hire somebody and there's not enough work for them, it just is a waste of money, right? So the goals, those are the pain points, but the goals and desires are, these are the goals and desires, right? To build a system for delivering one-to-many consulting, right? So that he doesn't have to trade time for money, have a steady inflow of leads without having to rely solely on Facebook, because Facebook can be very uncertain, and you don't just want to rely on one platform for, your traffic needs and everything. Have a really high ROI or return on investment and steady income month on month. That is, a lot of industry, what a lot of people in the online industry, what they struggle with is something that I call the feast of the famine. And 1 month is going to be great, the next month is going to be slow, then the next month is going to be great, then it's going to be a slow for a couple of days. So it's always ebbs and flows. It's not consistent. So they want to have a steady income month on month and probably even growth. They want to outsource the calling to free up time so they can focus on working on the business rather than in the business. They want a predictable and consistent customer acquisition system so that they can rely on the income that comes in from this business to enjoy, the escape the hell island and be in the heaven island, right? They get leads for less than $7. That's another goal. Leads are really expensive in this niche, especially if you're going against competition and you don't have any ad advantage or you don't have any advantages like branding or email lists already. Leads are $7, more than $7, and he wants to have leads for less than $7 and have a multi-channel approach towards lead generation, because, as I said, Facebook can be tricky. They ban your accounts. So you don't want to get into that niche. Don't want to get into that situation where your account is banned and now you're out of business because Facebook was the only thing that you were relying on, right? Then he also wants to become an authority and celebrity in the niche because that makes selling easier, right? Hell Island. Inconsistent leads and no progress, no process to get them consistently, working really hard and not being able to produce results for the customers or themselves. Customers are not satisfied, not being able to deliver results to the clients, negative press, reviews and stuff, being stuck in the same spot for years and with no ray of hope while others progress, right? And this is something that is very true. A lot of people that come to us, and I can only speak about my experience, but a lot of people, they look at others on social media and they think that others are succeeding. Why am I not succeeding? In most cases, they're just missing one part of the puzzle, right? And people really are concerned that they desperately want to succeed, and they would hate to stay stuck in the same spot for years. And that's what happens while others progress. If you're stuck in the same spot, it gets to a point of desperation, right? So this is the hell island for this person. Heaven Island is sell the company for a big sum, eventually exit the company for a huge 6-7 figure exit, reinvest into passive income assets like real estate and stock market, be financially free and in a position to retire at an early age to enjoy travel, unlimited time, ultimate time freedom, and to be able to do what I want, when I want, with whomever I want, without having to worry about bills or money, and then give the best education to my kids and have a great family which is financially secure. So this is the customer avatar workbook for coaching and consulting people who already have a program developed, but they don't have leads and they cannot scale to 50 to 100K because they don't have leads and no system. So let's talk about a few more examples before you go in, download the worksheet, fill that up, and send it to me for review. Okay, I will talk to you in the next one.